So today the problem is so I tried so in the last videos I s- so in the last so in the last videos I said I wanted to do videos every day, and the most important thing is to show up and do videos. And this was exactly what I didn't do afterwards. I found many more excuses why I couldn't do more videos. And the most recent excuse is that I do not even have an editor for videos. Not an editor which I pay for to edit my videos, rather an editor on my PC, because I'm configuring or reconfiguring my PC a little bit. Not really complex, but yeah. And this led to a really drastic procrastination, or a really drastic delay in my video production. So what am I currently doing? So this should be a more kind of reflection video, right? So what am I doing currently? So I'm sitting here in Stuttgart and still searching for a day-to-day job in the fashion industry. But this is rather not what is like my full purpose. So what I'm trying to do is just survive. I don't know, there's so many things on my to-do list which I wanted to like which I need and which I want to do besides doing videos. And I always feel like doing videos currently does not make much sense. So this is the most common excuse which I come up with, that the that I'm not in an environment where my videos are actually worth like worth to make. There's not enough worth in return because of the traffic and traffic around me. But this traffic might be always around me, so I need to get accustomed to it and to finally wrap this videos around my schedule, which is so important. I think to integrate this into a day-to-day life is not that big of a deal, since the amount of time which I need to invest for a video is not that much, right? So about 5 to 10 minutes, or if it's longer, about 10 to 20 minutes. But still, I think it's not about the right timing. It's more about my mental border, which is always telling me that I can't do I do not provide value, or not enough value, which not that much value which I want to provide. And there's a lot of creative borders, of course. Like the content of my videos are really boring. I do not travel, I do not create something, I do not make how to or guides or anything special like that. I just talk about my life and who is potentially interested in it. And this always leads to the question to myself, is this really worth, or should I just go on with my day-to-day life? Or should I just go on with all the things that I also need to do, which I have much more trust in it, that they will produce more, or they eventually produce a much more interesting kind of product. Like eventually everything does convert into a product, right? Everything everything you might acquire in knowledge leads to this product evaluation. We need products in order to survive. You need a product in order to survive, and I need a product in order to survive. This is the modern life, which where we all need a product. And if we really want to, be independent, and if we really want to do something on our own and be almost self-employed, you're never completely independent. You're always dependent on your customers, for example, if you're self-employed. But if you really want to be self-employed, and I think this is the only way to be self-employed, is to have your own product and to build this own product. And yeah, I think videos are a part of my own product. They're not the full product, but they are of course a part. So I need to, I don't know, need more stability. I need more, how do you say, more discipline in doing those videos, definitely. Yeah, and maybe I think this video can't be that long, since I have another another appointment with some other dude on the calisthenics park. I could film this too and make content out of it, but I don't feel like it. I've never saw this really, since I do calisthenics, but I don't do calisthenics that well, not on a professional level. You could watch me, but I do not want you to watch me doing like silly things. And I also don't want to show off. So if I want to produce content around my like fitness life, which is developing since 4 years, I want to do something which is really helpful and which is really, I don't know, which could bring you onward a lot. Has a lot of worth, right? Has a lot of value in it, and this is a really abstract way. Of course, in terms of fitness and calisthenics, this might be more complicated to show someone else how to acquire skills, right? This heavily depends on the progressions you've made, but there's so much detail you can go in it. There's so much detail you could go in more in depth, but this is not what I want to do. The only thing which I want to express in this video too is, or the second really important thing besides me procrastinating a lot and me needing much more discipline, is the fact that working out is really important, right? Working out is such gratificating thing in my life. I can, the amount of return which I got from working out is so unbelievably high. I cannot be more grateful for myself for being that disciplined on this certain topic. So I will go on and do a thing with another person which I got to know on in the recent days. This is what I will do today. This might not be a great decision and the greatest I've made, or brings me onward, but this is another step in my life, right? Another little step in my life. And I definitely need to work on my English skills, right? My articulation is so minor. I speak like a minor. I'm worse than a minor. Okay, that was it. I hope you have a great day. Always push for pain. Peace, bro.